You probably wonder, why do white people pay so much attention to black people if they don't like them? You would think if you didn't like something, why would you be paying attention to it? I don't pay attention to things I don't like.
What's the answer?
The answer is the liar knows what lie he told. You see what I'm saying? So even if I made it deceitful and I made you think that the answer is over here, but the answer is really over here, I'm still gonna be looking over here. Me, the one that tricked, because I know this is the right answer. Black people have lost their identity, but our oppressors have not lost our identity. That's just why they chopped those noses off of the Pharaoh and the Sphinx in Egypt in the first place, is because without this nose, we can tell you this is whoever it is. But with that nigga nose, it can only be niggas. Why would somebody vandalize a whole face and only vandalize one part? Nobody wanted to knock an eye off or take an ear off or no chins missing. No, just the nose. Because it's a brand. It's a brand.
If you can't tell, the whole black Scottish thing and the whole gingers are black thing, like, Americans are obsessed with black people. It's clear. Even the racist ones. We are obsessed with black people. We love them. Most of us love them. There are a few of us that act like they hate them, but they're also obsessed.
Hello my good people, hello families, hello brothers and sisters from the diaspora. Guys, welcome back to my channel. And of course, if you're watching this channel for the first time and maybe you've been following this channel and you've never subscribed, please subscribe, because if you subscribe, YouTube will be able to recommend you our videos each and every time we drop our videos. You'll be the first person to be notified that we've just dropped a video. And today I want us to talk about some topic here.
This is not the first time that I explain why I love black women, but I'll be more than happy to explain. So here are the reasons why that I love black women. So the first reason is because every race and every color is beautiful. However, to me, in my honest opinion, I really think that black women are seriously one of the most beautiful, gorgeous, stunning human beings that I've ever come across in my life.
The African woman. When I talk about the African woman, I mean the black melanin. I want us to be real, guys. Society has once mocked the black woman for her dark skin, their hair, their curves. But now the white people are coming out admitting their obsession to their skin. From lip fillers to turning to copying hairstyles. The very feature that they were ashamed of, that they have looked down upon, are now the blueprint for the global beauty. And guess who made all this? The black woman. The black woman is the pace setter. The black woman is the queen of beauty. The black woman is the blueprint. So good people, I want us to watch some clips here, then we come back and talk about the black woman.
This is not the first time that I explain why I love black women, but I'll be more than happy to explain. So here are the reasons why that I love black women. So the first reason is because every race and every color is beautiful. However, to me, in my honest opinion, I really think that black women are seriously one of the most beautiful, gorgeous, stunning human beings that I've ever come across in my life. Like, looks don't mean everything, but like, just black women have so much beauty. Like, I really just cannot help it, especially like their skin colors. Like, they have such very beautiful skin. And especially the ones who have a dark skin complexion, like the dark skinned black women, I mean. But the problem is that a lot of dark skinned black women receive more hate. Like, they get called girls that are too dark, something like that. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't see any black woman out there that's too dark or too light. Like, she's just a black woman who is full of beauty, period. And I'm going to be honest, I'm more into dark skinned black women, but I don't care how light, how dark she is. I just want someone who is rightful for me. And the second reason is that black women are very loving people. And the third reason is that black women really do not tolerate any kinds of negativity or any kinds of bullshit. Excuse my French, but I'm the same way. As much as I don't tolerate those things, neither do black women. And the other reason is this. Black women stand up for other people that they know and love and care about. Which basically means that they're emotionally strong people. And I'm the same way as well, because no matter what, if I see anybody out there who's, something negative happen toward them, I'm going to stand up for them because I care about them and I love them with all my heart, something like that. Whether they're my friends, whether they're my family, or the person I'm in a relationship with, etc. Black women stand up for people that they know and love and care about. So those are the reasons why I love black women.
True story. I was in the ladies' bathroom washing my hands, minding my own business, when a white woman walked up to me and she says, "Oh, you are such a beautiful black woman." Now, my initial thought right off the rip was, why are you amazed by that? But then I thought to myself, how insulting. Why don't you simply see a beautiful woman who happens to be black versus a black woman who happens to be beautiful? As if you don't see that every day. That's my daily reality. I see beauty in my own color. But if I see a beautiful woman, I'm simply going to say, "Girl, you looking fabulous." Because she's a beautiful woman in whatever color she is. So ladies, if you see a woman and you want to say that she's beautiful, or if you want to say she's intelligent or anything else, recognize that she is that, and she happens to be black. Because it's not amazing to be beautiful and black. Give me your comments.
One thing I found truly mind-boggling was until I got to college, I did not know that black people are only about 12% of the U.S. population. And because I grew up in Mississippi and Tennessee, and the percentage is much higher, but then when I got to college, I was like, there are so many people who have never been around black people before, and you can very easily spot them just simply by their reaction to when a black woman gets her hair done. I was at kickball the other day, and my friend, she came in and it was her birthday, she got her hair done, it looked great. And then my other friend looked at me and he was like, "Oh my God, I never realized her hair was that long." Don't piss me off. This was like week 7. Where the fuck do you think she hid that hair the first 6 weeks of kickball? Genuinely. You talk to this woman. Don't piss me off.
Mark Jacobs' obsession with black culture is very creepy. Because what exactly is this? What is going on? Between the Lionel Richie Jerry curl, these oversized nails, and the clip on his shirt, and some people are like, "Oh, he grew up in ballroom, he grew up around black people." That is not normal. That obsession, it's not normal. Mind you, Marc Jacobs is also the same person who had a fashion show that looked like this. He's the same one who had a fashion show and he only had palm-colored people wearing dreadlocks, and then had the audacity to say, "And all who cry cultural appropriation whenever nonsense about race or skin color wearing their hair in any particular style or manner, how do you criticize women of color for straightening their hair? I respect and am inspired by people and how they look. I don't see color or race. I see people. I'm sorry to read that so many people are narrow-minded." And it's always so interesting that the people who say, "Oh, I don't see race or color," are also the ones who literally will try to look like a black woman from the fucking 80s. The whole thing is weird. I don't support him. I don't support any of this. It's getting strange. Why do you look like Lionel Richie? Someone did say he looks like Jason Lee, and now I can't unsee it. Anyway, I'm scared.
Let's get into this. Is it not weird, for centuries now, for decades, the obsession that people have with black women? It's all people to me, but specifically racist white women. It's woo. First of all, racist white women are very scary, right? We already know that they're pretty much scary because it's you can't even be in the park, in Central Park, bird watching. They'll call the cops on you. You can't be in 7-Eleven ordering a slushie. They're going to tell you to go back to Mexico. We see many. I don't like the term Karen. It gets overused, and then it gets and then what they do gets kind of undervalued and thrown under the under the rug, and because then it's like, oh, it becomes laughable, and it really isn't. Calling cops on innocent people, or being, what I'm saying, the reason why shit gets out of control. Like if you look back in history, with the story of Rosewood, if you ever seen that movie, please go ahead and watch it. I'm especially talking to my younger generation that's going to watch this. Watch Rosewood. Listen, even To Kill a Mockingbird. Just a lot of scenarios where you see, racist white women, the wives of racist white men, make up stories and lie, and that destroy towns, and that killed, that unalived people, that got people unalived and murdered, and cops called on, and cops brutalized, and, it's something about those racist white women tears. And so, it's scary out here. And so when you see somebody like Laura Jigsaw Loomer, and I call her that because it's not given, right? And then she's so infatuated, and a lot of them are infatuated with Jasmine Crockett. It's like, sure, does she have some black girl shit going on with her, Jasmine Crockett? Sure, because black people are not a monolith. We're not just one thing. We're educated, some are uneducated. No one person is just one thing, right? Not all white people are educated, but Jasmine Crockett is educated, and she's also a black woman, and sometimes we roll our neck, and sometimes we talk like this, and sometimes I got a degree, but I'm still going to talk like this because I want to talk how I talk. I talk how I talk, and we're tired of people telling us how to talk. Like, you guys are constantly telling black people, be professional, and you're not professional, and you're ghetto, but you have the most ghettoist president. And first and foremost, the term ghetto, it's funny how you describe it to ascribe it to black people when the term ghetto wasn't even used for black people. It was used for Polish, Irish, and other immigrants, Italian immigrants that came over from, on Ellis, through the Ellis Island, and came over here and started the ghettos in New York City. So the fact that, like black people, like I want us to be more intentional about looking up words and what they ascribe to us and what they shouldn't, right? So they coined us with that term ghetto, but that's not even how it started. So what if a black woman rose her neck? Half of the videos, more than half of the videos that I see with white women when they're on here giving their dissertation or giving their, vlogs and their videos and they're influencing, got a neck roll. Tries to incorporate some type of black womanitude in their videos. So we're the most copied, most emulated, and like Malcolm X said, most disrespected. However, I laugh at that. I scoff at it. I laugh at it. It's comical. It's flattery. Imitation is a form of flattery. They try to emulate, but you know what I mean? Like, it's really out of control. I'm like, you guys literally just had a whole memorial service for your second coming, and Laura still found the time to go on a social media rant about Jasmine Crockett. Good God, how much space does Jasmine Crockett, take in y'all people's head? Because she out here, she being vocal, and you hate it. So you thought somebody like Jasmine Crockett, who was the center of Charlie Kirk's attention for a few of his rants, you know what I mean? He did not like her, of course, because she was a black outspoken representative who has a law degree and who is educated. You thought that she was gonna say, oh, woe is me about the situation? No, he attacked her. He said that she lacked the brain processing power. He also said that about Cheryl Lee Jackson. He also said that about Ketanji Brown. He also said that about Michelle Obama, okay, who has degrees from Princeton and from Harvard. So, give it a break. Like, black women, stop worrying about what they're saying. You're never gonna be educated enough for them. You're never gonna be pretty enough for them, because if they don't like black women, they don't like black women. At least that's what they pretend, right? Because if you ever see the Monsters Ball movie with Halle Berry, I like the part when the white man says, not like it, but there's a reason why I focus on it. Where he said, you ain't a man until you bust black open, right? Meaning that you ain't a man until you had a black woman. We know, we know. So we're black women, it's like y'all love to hate us, right? And we know back in the day, right? Sarah Hottentot Venus, her name was Sarah Barton. She was, brought over from Africa, and she was put on display. They admired her buttocks, they admired her breasts, her shape, and they also sexed her and diseased her and infested her with all types of STDs, right? And that's how she tragically died, because the obsession is too real. It's all too real. You're obsessed with our hair. You always got to feel our hair. You're obsessed if it's real. You're obsessed if it's fake. You're obsessed with I mean, be less obsessed. I want Laura to be less obsessed with her surgeon, right? Because let's compare you and Jasmine in 10 years. Let's see how you're going to look in 10 years. And let's see how Jasmine is going to look in 10 years. And then let's talk about that. Then let's talk about education. Let's see how educated you are when you're not hiding behind Christian nationalism in the Republican right-wing party. And let's see how she can stand out in the crowd and be by herself and stand up and be intelligent. Why do you think she's in high demand? So it's funny, the obsession is giving Mariah Carey. It's giving, why are you obsessed with me? I wanna know. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. It's giving those kind of, it's scary. It's creepy. It's like, if you don't like us, go about your way. See, I'm one of those people who, I don't care about your sundown towns. I don't care about y'all creating your own towns where y'all can just all be racist together. That's what's up. But each and every time, it's like the space that black women take up in your minds and your head has to be studied. What do you guys think?
I love you, black women. I love you, black women.
I love you, black women. I love all you black women out there.
Love you, black women.
I love you, black women.
I love you, black women.
I love you, black women.
Love you, black women.
I love you, black women.
I love you, black women.
I love all the beautiful young black women.
I love you, black women.
This is actually a really good question. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to the love, the care, and the support that y'all show. Y'all love me exactly for who I am. Y'all don't want me to change. Y'all love me exactly where I'm at. And that means a lot to me because, you know, whether it's girls of other races or even especially white girls, they always want me to change how I am. But I support. They don't want me to stand up against racism. They always be like, why are you hanging out with them? Why do you talk like that? What kind of music you like? And so they always wanted to change me for who I was when I was just being myself, okay? But y'all really love me for who I am. Y'all support me in every aspect. And especially the things I'm passionate about and my goals. You know, I'm very, passionate about Black Lives Matter and standing up against racism and police brutality. And so y'all really support me in my passions and love me exactly how I am. So for me, it's easy.
Yes, we're victims. Get it through your head. You are the victimizer, the white supremacists. We're the victims. And one thing we know about you, that you don't like to hear the truth. That's what it is. You don't like to hear the truth about yourself, what you did in the past, and even what you're doing in the present. You don't like it. This is why you're trying to get rid of history. The fact is, you have victimized Black Americans. Black Americans wouldn't be in the position they're in if you just went on your way. Let's throw away slavery. After slavery, Reconstruction. If you'd have just left us alone, went your own way, do you, let us do us, we wouldn't be even talking about it. Slavery would be just a distant memory. We doing our thing. But oh no, you couldn't do that. Every time that Black Americans did for ourselves, built on our own, been our own doctors, our own nurses, our own architects, our own engineers, everything that we have done for ourselves, build everything up. You have always historically and even into 2023 plot and plan to destroy the progress of the Black man and woman of America. And then if we point out what you done, you telling us don't be a victim? Well, don't be a colonizer. Don't be a devil. How about that? Leave us alone. You have a thing in you where you can't stand to see Black people self-sufficient. That's one thing I can tell. You're not happy unless Black people are begging you for a job, begging you for an opportunity. You can't stand to see a Black business thrive. Let me tell y'all something. You want us to see how white supremacy work? Create a business, create a high scale business, or you don't have to be high scale. It can be just a successful business. And don't let nobody know you own it. And then after it's so successful and all the folks in there spending so much money, then you pop up one day and say, where's the owner? Oh yeah, he's right there. She's right there. And it's you. They will look at you. They love the place, love going there, spending thousands of dollars there. But the moment they find out you own it, they gonna leave. That's how much they have a demonic hatred for you. You in your own neighborhoods, what do? They try to gentrify you out your own neighborhoods. They don't want you over there with them, but they don't want you to have your own. Then if you go over there where they at, they have a thing, what they call it, white flight. Right? I'm a firm believer of this. At one point in time, I used to not agree with this, but I'm a little different about it now. Because, see, I understand that with politics, they give them all the resources. And it says you're going to deprive black people of resources in their community. I think all the black people need to move to your community. All of them. Move to your community. And if you run somewhere else and the resources go with you, well, we're going to keep following you everywhere you go because the resources going over there. How about that? Until you say, hey, stop depriving them of resources. Everywhere we go, they following us. We can't have nothing because they showing up. You doggone right. Because you're going to deprive us of resources, then we need to go get it. Why should we be sitting in any kind of neighborhood with no resources and you got it all? No, we need to go over there and get it. Why not? We got to think a different mindset sometime, y'all, on these things. You don't want us in your neighborhoods? Well, then give the same resources to the black neighborhoods as you got in yours. But we are constantly victims. George Floyd, he was a victim. Michael Brown, a victim. Rakia Boyd, a victim. Sandra Bland, a victim. We can keep naming names all day long. Look at the 3 elderly brothers and sisters who was trying to get reparations for what happened in Black Wall Street. Victims. And y'all so wicked. You so wicked to the core that you claim that, oh, y'all don't deserve reparations. Y'all didn't even go through slavery. Well, those 3 people went through Black Wall Street and they still alive. And you won't even give them reparations and they suffered it. So that right there proves to me and all other black people it's not about who's alive and who suffered what. The fact is you have a immense demonic hatred for the black man and woman, and that's okay. But one thing we're never going to do is shut up. We're going to always remind you of who you are and what you've done to us. You want us to be quiet? Pay reparations, make it right. Stop having black people living underneath an authoritarian regime while you living under a so-called democracy. Then maybe we can be quiet about it. Leave us alone. Well, if we somewhere, leave us alone. Don't come over there. Don't send your police over there. Just leave us alone. Trust me, if you would leave us alone, things will be better, but you can't do it. And it's not that we want to be around you like that. We're not begging to be around you. We go over here, we having a good time, here you come. We didn't call for you or nothing. Here you come. You cannot stay away from us. Even in the continent of Africa, no matter where we at, you come in. I'm telling y'all, they got more of them on the plane going to the continent of Africa than black folk. Every time I've went, they cannot stay away from us.
Black folks want to be white. Man, white folks won't even leave us alone. I could be grilling under the hood of my car. I could be out there on the boat on the river. They always got to come over and investigate every damn thing I do. So you tell me if you find to be cool.
So I've been at this job for like 2 years now, and I have a manager who basically is always telling me like, why are you never smiling? Like, you always seem upset, you seem unapproachable. And I'm like, you do realize that's a microaggression, right? Why are you telling me that I need to be smiling? Bitch, I'm not gonna smile every fucking second of the day. And telling me that I'm not smiling and I look unapproachable and I look upset is actually a microaggression because you're trying to portray me to be an angry black woman, and I'm not. I'm just not smiling. That it is what it is. I'm not gonna smile to make you feel better or to help you sleep at night. Kiss my...
Because the black woman today is our topic of discussion. Let's watch these clips, then come back and talk about the black woman that society has looked down upon. For years, this society that we're living in has tried to downplay black woman's beauty. The black skin has been ridiculed, natural hair was shamed, curves were mocked. But today, the very feature that was once rejected are now being imitated. They are now being celebrated. Not because they come from the black woman, but because they are copied by the white woman. Now, because the white woman is now copying the black beauty, it is now being celebrated. And it is now the trend. But for all these years, black woman has been like that. And because the white woman is now copying the black woman's beauty standards, now they are now being celebrated. White people are now openly admitting their obsession with the black woman's beauty. Like fuller lips, copied with fillers, curvy bodies, chased with surgery. Melanin skin tones imitated through tanning. Natural hairstyle now embraced in mainstream fashions. Now, who is the king of beauty here? Isn't she the black woman? I think the black woman is the pace setter. The black woman is the blueprint of beauty around the world. Social media is flooded with white influencers trying to look black. They're trying to look like the black woman. Spray tans so deep they pass for mixed race. Hairstyles like braids and twists. Many are finally admitting that they have always been inspired by the black woman and they can't ignore their beauty anymore. They now admit that a black woman is beautiful, and I love our black women. Now, here's the irony. What was once shamed in a black woman is now glorified when copied by the white woman. Black women's natural beauty is trendsetting, but they still face discrimination for the same features. Now, here's the truth. Black women have shaped the beauty standards. Their influence is so powerful that even those who once criticized them are now obsessed with their beauty. They're now obsessed with the black woman's beauty. Now, let's stop pretending good people. And let's admit that our women are beautiful. And let's glorify them for their natural beauty. Because their natural beauty is now being put in science. Look at surgery. They're trying to carve their women through surgery. But our women are naturally beautiful. They're naturally carved. Black women are the standard. Their beauty isn't a trend. It is the source. It is the source of beauty. And while the world tries to imitate, only original shines. Respect it. Respect our original shines, because the world is trying to copy our women through science. But ours is natural. It comes from the maker itself. Because black women's beauty is untouchable and it is natural. And if you love your black women, if you love your black woman, if you love your black woman, if you love the natural thing that you see, which is the black woman, please comment down there in the comment section, and of course subscribe to this channel, and let's encourage our black women to be natural. Stay black, because we love our black women. We love you the way you are. We love you. We celebrate you. You are our sisters. They are our mothers. They are our grandmothers. They are our gods, because they give birth to us. They are our aunties. And let's love them. Let's encourage them. Let's tell them not to bleach the dark skin, because that is our stamp. We love you so much, guys, and may God bless you. And let's meet again in my next video. This is your guy Fred from the motherland.